Some of these news stories today that I'm posting on our blog seem related to me. And just as I probably won't do this every day just due to time, but I want to draw attention to just how these things all are kind of related and how dramatic the events are that are occurring in our country and in the world now. And I haven't even mentioned North Korea today, but we covered that in our blog, Pearls of Liberty, yesterday. This morning I noticed, and this is from yesterday, but it was in my email today, prepare for sudden radical transformation at every level of society. You may not recognize tomorrow. That's from Natural News. And this is a frame for some of the news today and the news that's been coming out on a regular basis. Usually I'm kind of bored with the news waiting for something to happen. But recently, so much has been happening that, quite honestly, it's a little difficult to keep up. And I was thinking about the old book from the 70s called Future Shock that made the suggestion that in the future things would change so rapidly that people would not be able to mentally, emotionally keep up. And I never actually believed that because we're adaptable. But there really is so much happening right now that it does feel like a roller coaster ride. It does feel a little difficult to keep up. So hopefully examining the news, putting things in perspective is helpful with that. This was a tweet that I saw last night, and we had mentioned a little bit about this in various Pearls of Liberty articles. Uranium One bombshell. Obama administration and Clinton's may have directly targeted Bundy Ranch due to its uranium. And the Bundy trial is going on right now. Pray for the Bundys. I really feel that they have been railroaded and unjustly persecuted, prosecuted. InfoWars, a few articles from InfoWars. EU committed to opening borders to 75 million Turkish citizens as soon as possible. And they actually pulled that from Breitbart. Very significant statement that in the midst of all the difficulties that they've had, the unrest, the attacks, the terror in Europe, the rapes, the inappropriate sexual behavior of some of the immigrants, that there's still 75 million Turkish citizens. And that is a lot of people. That is a lot of people to put into Europe. They're, if you don't have any value for history or culture, that maybe that doesn't bother you, but it bothers me. Another InfoWars, Day of Reckoning. FCC Chairman Ajit Pai slams Silicon Valley for censoring conservatives. When it comes to an open internet, Twitter is part of the problem. Well, I think most people watching this are pretty well aware of the problem. And if not, you can do a search of Pearls of Liberty for censorship, and you will certainly find more information probably than you want. And I'm just glad that something is happening to change that. And again, it's InfoWars pulled this from Breitbart. I guess I could have gotten it directly from Breitbart. So easy. InfoWars, go there and do a search is one of the easiest ways I know to find information on things that I'm really seeking information for. Twitter is great for that as well. NBC fires Matt Lauer for inappropriate sexual behavior. Trump gloats. Yeah, the only reason I'm sharing this today is to honor Donald Trump, that he has had the opportunity to gloat. And this is a Zero Hedge article originally. So, but I love how InfoWars pulls everything together. And that's what we try to do with Pearls of Liberty, to even filter things a little bit more and only have a few articles each day, but try to really sharpen our discernment so that we try to find the things that feel very significant to us. Watch Live, MSM heads are ruling. amid new sexual allegations. NBC has fired Matt Lauer after sexual harassment allegations revealed. It says Ravel, but it should be revealed. So my concern, and Don and I have talked about this to a pretty large extent, that the emphasis will be on people like Matt Lauer, who maybe just had sexual harassment or inappropriate sexual behavior, and the real criminals, the pedophiles, those who rape and kill children and drink their blood. And yeah, I do believe that happens. Those are the people whose transgressions I really want to see addressed. And it's not punishment that I'm hoping for. It's isolation, that they would be taken out of the equation that is our world, and that they would be, and all their influence would be removed, and that there would be a buffer between them and the rest of us, that they wouldn't be able to cross to harm us anymore. Natural News has an article, scientists discover that your brain's perception is strobed, not constant. You do not perceive actual reality in a continuous flow. I'm including this in our blog today because it rings true. And I've heard Ian Clayton say things, a Christian teacher say things about that quantum physics states that there is a pulse between this reality and another reality, a more spiritual reality. And there's just something about this that seems significant. So I'm sharing it. Hope that you enjoy that information and knowledge. Another InfoWars, Fed share $20 trillion national debt should keep people awake at night. Well, you stay awake at night, okay? Because we didn't do this. You did. And this article's pulled from CNBC. And I have some other information here. Probably a lot of you have heard Catherine Austin Fitts talk about the missing 21 trillion. Well, I find it interesting that Yellen is talking about 20 trillion, and Catherine Austin Fitts has exposed the 21 trillion. And this is not our fault. This is not our problem. We're not the ones who stole this money. And if you want more information on this, there are other Catherine Austin Fitts videos that you can find. Sarah Westall did a great interview with her a couple weeks ago. And Catherine Austin Fitts paints this picture very well and makes it clear that the American people have been stolen. We are owed this 20 trillion. We don't need sleepless nights wondering about, how we will solve the problem. There are people who have stolen this money, and we'll get it back. I believe fully that we will. And speaking of finances, unstoppable Bitcoin rockets to 11,000 in massive sudden spike. That was fun to see. It has backed off a little as I'm making this video. We'll see where it goes. It's still high, but we've grown tired. People have grown tired of waiting for the old financial system to fix things. And in the meantime, a lot of us have invested in Bitcoin, and it's a separate economy to some extent. It's outside the old system. And I have a David Seaman video here. These are things that were covered, ideas that were covered in other articles that I have presented today. But I like his perspective. I think he's one of the voices now that is really communicating things that curious people are trying to learn. And this is a video that a friend drew my attention to, and also Koila Pele posted this video. Deep State attacks Q. QAnon has been, people have tried to make it appear as if QAnon was posting swastikas and Nazi phrases, and it honestly, it kind of feels like a joke to me. I mean, I'm sure somebody is trying to make Q look bad. That's not hard to believe at all. Someone's trying to make Q less effective. But it's the way this has been done is so childish. You can watch for yourself or find the post from 4chan somewhere else. But Q is not a Nazi. I feel I can state that with a great degree of confidence. And Q has there. I noticed some speculation, and I'll start with here. Let's see. Somewhere here is QAnon the mysterious Alex Jones caller Zach. Zach has called into InfoWars a few times now with secret information, and it's fascinating information, and it's all information that Alex says that he himself has been told by the FBI and other sources that he's verified. He has verified Zach as a source, and Zach called InfoWars yesterday as well. So I have a couple of these older ones from a couple of weeks ago, and then here's a link to Zach's call in to the InfoWars show yesterday to talk to Alex. It seems as if we're through Q and other the Zach guy on InfoWars, we're able to see a glimpse into this world of the deep state civil war. And I think it can give us hope and also inspire us to pray for these good people on the white hat, if I can use that phrase, side of this struggle. Pray for Donald Trump, pray for Alex Jones, the people that really are out there at the forefront of this battle. And I fully believe that good will triumph over evil, and hope you enjoy thinking about these things and having this perspective, and the Health Ranger suggestion that, hey, get ready for change.